Look at my really healthy tripod. Hello, people of the internet. I'm Flynn, and I'm not here with Georgia, because this is the very first video of Fridays with Flynn. Georgia's video was on about her CD collection, so I thought, well, what do I like that's to do with CDs? And it is video games. So I just thought maybe I'd go through some of my favourite games I have on the PlayStation 3 and 4. Just say what I like about them and what I think is cool. And so the first game is Just Cause 3. So my brother got this and we weren't sure about it, and it's actually really good. So you are a guy who leads a rebellion basically, and you have to try and destroy all these settlements. It's set in our time, so there's like towns and there's military bases and things like that. And you gotta try and destroy them with all these array of weapons you get, because this evil guy, Di Ravello I think his name is, has just like taken over the whole of this place. It's kind of like Mexico, but it's not Mexico, it's Spanish anyway. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You gotta just blow things up, and the more you blow up, the more you destroy. It adds to your chaos level, which is pretty cool, and I really like the feature of just destroying things. So if you like destroying things and explosions, then this game is for you. Alright, so the second game series I'm going to talk about is the Infamous series. Now, there are two games, Infamous 1 and Infamous 2, on the PlayStation 3, and Infamous First Light and Infamous Second Son on PlayStation 4. Now, I've only completed the ones on the PlayStation 4, so I'm just going to talk about those. So, we got the Infamous Second Son with the PlayStation when we got it, because the games that were with it we didn't really like, and so we swapped them. And they were... I wasn't sure what to get, and I went with this because the lady who worked there at EB Games, by the way guys, this is not a promo, suggested it because she said it was kind of like the X-Men, which it is. So you play as Delsin Rowe, whose village gets attacked by mutants, or conduits as they're called, and he has to go to Seattle and take down the leader of this group called the GUP, which came and tried to capture the conduits, but she was evil. And so he has to, but he can like take the other people's powers and use them. And it's really cool, like the effects are amazing, and the abilities that they have, like, and what they control, they're really odd, like you wouldn't, it's not just like fire and ice, it's really cool. I won't do many spoilers, but yeah, so I really like that series just because the graphics are amazing and the actual gameplay is incredible, because there are like true paths you can go down. You can either be really good or really bad. You can get certain abilities depending which path you take, which is a really cool feature. That goes through all the games, but yeah. My personal favourite power is Neon, because I just love the endless running in that, and the effect of it, and how it looks in the environment at night is incredible. So well done to Sucker Punch Game who did that one. And Infamous First Light, right? So that's kind of like a sequel prequel, which is about one of the characters who gets the neon power off, Fetch. By the way, that's a really cool name. It's basically about her backstory, so where her powers came from and how she ended up in Seattle, and about her backstory. So that's really cool. Again, it's using the neon power, but it's during the whole game. But you develop the new powers through it, which I really, really liked. So that was good to get a bit of backstory on the powers of my favourite character, and yeah. So the next game I'm going to talk about is the Portal series. Now, if you haven't heard of the Portal series, then what are you doing? Have you been living under a rock? So the Portal series is a small puzzle game developed by Valve. Again, this is not a promo, I just really like these games. Which involves you having a portal gun and having to solve all these puzzles. But the first game, you have to escape from the artificial AI, GLaDOS, who has some of the best video game quotes ever. Like, they are brilliant. I will put a list here on the screen somewhere, because they are just hilarious. And you gotta try it. First game, you just solve all the puzzles, and then she's about to murder you, but you escape. And it just basically you working back to it. It's just a puzzle game, and I really like the features of it. But then the second game is really good, because you escape at the very start. And it actually gives a bit more background and introduces a few more characters, so it's not just GLaDOS talking to you. and gives a bit of background on everything and how other parts of the layout of other parts of the laboratory are. And yeah, like Cave Johnson also, he has some amazing quotes. I will put my favourite one, the one about lemons. Well, there are a fair few of my favourites on there, but still, they're funny. I'll put the one about lemons up here because he goes on a rant and it's hilarious. But the graphics in this game and the new things they add in, like the different gels that can do different things to solve the puzzles, is really cool. And how they increased the story in this because they found it was actually popular, because Portal 1 was only on the orange box as an add-on and they didn't think many people would like it. But guess what, Valve? We love it. We want Portal 3. We know it's there. Portal 3, Half-Life 3, confirmed. I'm not a part of the Illuminati. Or am I? Yeah, so I really like these games. I played these games so many times. They're just amazing. I love the graphics and the technique that was used, and just the whole gameplay and the story on itself is incredible. Now, the last one I'm going to talk about is Quiplash. And if you haven't seen this, there are videos of all of these on YouTube. But Quiplash, I've heard about through Smosh Winter Games, the most recent one. And I really, really like the game. So I went and bought it. And so basically it is... it's not played using controllers, it's played using a phone. So you log into this website at Jackbox TV and you get a code, you enter your name, and then so everyone gets a sort of prompt with like, what's one I can think of? How would deer lure out the hunters? So what would they use? And so you put in a prompt and you put in your answer for that and someone else will have had the same question. And then, so that comes up on the screen and then everyone votes for which one they like the most. And then it goes up over 3 rounds and you get different points. But you get 2 prompts each round. And they're really funny. It's so funny. Play it with family, but a bigger group is recommended because it's more fun. But it's super fun. You'll get so many laughs out of it. And yeah, it was just fun. It was a fun experience and it was just funny. I'm going to keep saying funny because that's what it was. The answers that we came up with were just brilliant for some of them. Like, there was a question about, you know, those little Valentine heart candies that have the words on them, like, be mine, things like that. It was a rejected phrase for one of those. And I said, I'll watch you while you sleep, because that's really creepy, but also kind of funny, because if that was on one, what would you think? Like, so that's the kind of questions and things you get. It is not the most appropriate game. I wouldn't play it. There is a child lock feature, so it does more appropriate questions, so family-friendly one. But you can turn that off if you're just playing with adults, because it's much more funny. So, yeah, I know this was a boring-ish video, but I didn't really know what to do. I'll do other things next week, so if you like this, please comment, like, subscribe, because if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Because I know you haven't seen it, because we're not very big. But still, that's not the point. And yeah, so that's Fridays with Flynn for you guys. Yeah, so like, subscribe. If you like this and you want me to do some more, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, so have a good weekend, guys. Out. Because I'm really healthy. See you guys. Have a good weekend.